Hello my lovies, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're joining me tonight. Before I begin, I would like to say thank you to my new and existing subscribers. Thank you so much for your comments, your likes, and your shares. It means the world to me to see our community growing each and every day. And now it is my pleasure to bring you another timeless pick a card reading. I'm filming from the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico and sending you lots of love. For our topic tonight, I took from the poll results, so thank you for those who participated. I chose the option that had the most votes at the time that I viewed the results, and that was the love connection reading. For our singles, the next reading is for you, so stay tuned for that. So, without further ado, there are 3 options for you to choose from. Option number 1 is the milky quartz crystal, option number 2 is the citrine crystal, and option number 3 is the pyrite. We will be asking the question for the person on your mind: what are their feelings for you, their thoughts of you, and their next actions toward you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it is the right time. Please take as much time as you need to make your selection. I will see you in your reading. Hello my group number 1 and welcome to your reading. I have to say, I have had so many interesting distractions getting this reading done, and I think that's connected somehow. Let's just call it a lot of little tiny obstacles that I've had. However, I am nothing if not resilient, and that is my Leo energy, so I am determined to do this reading for you, and here we go. So my group number 1, you selected the milky quartz along with the unknown card. So the unknown card is the judgment card in this deck. That is Scorpio energy, so maybe you or your person of interest has Scorpio in their chart. Doesn't have to. As your starter energy, I feel that this person wants to reconnect with you if you have not spoken with them in a while, and they want to reignite or have a second chance with you in some way. So the judgment card speaks of second chances after a reckoning, after an awakening, after some sort of realization. The sun rises, we awaken, we see enlightenment, and we ascend. What I get mostly from this energy is that this person is ready to elevate the connection and come back differently. If you were broken up, they want to have a second chance. If you are a crush situation, this person wants to ask you out on a date. So there's an energy of rebirth and or overall new beginnings here, after cleansing, after ascending in some way. But let's get more from the tarot. For my group number 1 and the person on their mind, please show us this person's feelings or thoughts and their next actions now or at the time they're watching this reading. Thank you so much. The bottom of the deck, we have the Mender. This is the Queen of Cups in this deck. The Mender is a loving energy, a compassionate energy. This may be how they see you or how you see them. Ultimately, this is an energy of love and compassion and wanting to mend things, wanting to bridge the gap, to connect. So it really resonates with this energy that I'm feeling. in terms of where this person's emotions are at right now at this time. Also, the Judgment card is very strong energy. So there's a lot of intensity in this person's energy field and in the way that they feel and the thoughts they have about you. But let's get more. For my group number 1, please show us the person on their mind. How does this person feel about my group number 1 now or at the time they're watching this reading? Thank you. Wow, okay. The Devil. Wow. This is what I was feeling. Wow, okay. So we have the Devil, the Bridge, Death, and Infinite Paths. I was feeling an intensity with this energy, and everything that came out are Arcana, major Arcana cards. We have the Vessel, which is the Devil in this deck. That's Capricorn energy. We have the Bridge. That's the Moon, Pisces energy. We have Death in this deck is the Fool, which is about new beginnings, Aries. And Infinite Paths is the Sun. So this is what I was feeling, a lot of intensity, really strong energy field towards you at this time. This person might be setting an intention, might be intensely focused on you with the Devil. Underneath that, we have the 8 of Swords, which is the 8 of Birds in this deck, the 2 of Embers, which is the 2 of Wands. We have the 10 of Birds, which is the 10 of Swords. And what else do we have here? We have the Phoenix, which is the Hierophant in this deck. And we have the Mender in the reverse. And this is the Queen of Cups. So it's possible that you are no longer giving to this connection. You're no longer interested in mending the connection. We have the Bridge here. You're no longer interested in bridging any gaps with this person, or at least that's how they feel. And with the Phoenix, that is the Hierophant. This is a card of spiritually evolving, of oneness, of achieving that the spiritual level that allows you to see everything as one, as connected, as whole. And so this person is feeling a lot of intense emotions, and it's all resoundingly positive. I want to almost, I feel like I want to, I mean, this speaks for itself, but I want to get one more card for their feelings, and then we'll get into their thoughts. We'll make room. We may need to stack the cards, but let's keep going. Okay, so please give us one more card for this person's feelings towards my group number 1. Now or at the time you're watching this reading, please, what are this person's feelings towards my group number 1? Wow, look at this. So many cards. And look, they're all so incredibly beautiful. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Look, do I need to say more? This person is absolutely in love with you. I mean, you saw me shuffle the cards. The Peacock, this is the Empress energy. Wow, the Queen of Wands, the 3 of Wands. They feel like you're slipping away from them and there's nothing they can do. Like, there's nothing they can do. They see you as a sun. You're absolutely magnetic in this person's eyes. So the Veil is the Star card in this deck. So they want to heal this connection. The way they feel about you is you're a dream come true. You are this person's dream boat. So whether you're male or female, whatever you identify as, you are this person's dream boat. They feel you are absolutely abundant. You are the perfect partner. They feel a soul connection with you, or a very strong bond with you that cannot be broken with this Devil energy. They are completely obsessing over you right now. This is their feelings. I feel a lot of intensity. So I almost feel like this was confirming what I was feeling. So now let's get into their thoughts. I don't feel like I need to pull any more cards for their feelings. I think it's just going to keep compounding. it's very intense. So what's the orb? The Strength card just flew out as I was going to ask about what this person thinks of you. I have a feeling that they think you're very strong. We have the sun here. The sun and the moon, by the way, are divine counterpart energy. So I feel like they are in awe of you. They are in awe of you. So what are this person's thoughts of my group number 1 now, or at the time they're watching this reading? What does this person think about my group number 1 now, or at the time they're watching this reading? What does this person think of my group number 1 now, or at the time they're watching this reading? Please show us. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. Look at this. We got the maze, which is Temperance, with the Ace of Wands, with the Three of Cups, and the Sacrifice. What do they think about you? Three of Birds. Heartbreak. The King of Cups. The Nine of Birds. This person is thinking, as we're asking about this person now, in their energy, they think you are, the Maze is a Temperance card in this deck. So I feel with this energy of Temperance, Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, and Sacrifice, I almost feel like they're trying to reach you. They want to heal the connection. They're trying to find you in this labyrinth, and they can't find you. Look, the Three of Cups, there's 3 here and there's 3 here. And so I feel that this person, they think that you're unreachable in some way, or that you're difficult to get a hold of, or to connect with now at this time. Maybe in the past you were a bridge. You provided stability for this connection. Now they're not sure whether you are willing to mend, as I mentioned earlier with the Queen of Cups, or bridge the gap. I also remember mentioning that came to my mind before we even pulled this bridge card. This person feels that they may be standing on that bridge alone. So they feel that if they came and tried to meet you halfway, or if they came to find you, that you would not be there. Would they end up on that bridge alone? And the Death card here symbolizes that something ended. So I feel for the majority of you, we're speaking of a situation where you are not in communication with this person. This person believes that things are over between the two of you, but they want to start again. They haven't given up on the possibility or the idea of figuring it out with this Moon card, you know, cutting through the illusions and finding the clarity to make their way through the maze, because they see you as a mystery with this bridge in the maze, but they want to heal things. But things are at a standstill now. So what they think about you is they think that you're unreachable. You see, this is sort of connecting with this energy of trying to reach out, but you can almost touch the person energetically, but you're not seeing them in the physical reality. It's because there was a sacrifice involved. Maybe you walked away from the connection. You sacrificed the connection because you thought it was for the best. And so I feel that with this energy of the Ace of Wands and the Three of Cups, I feel this person wants to meet you. They want to reunite. That's what they're thinking about. They want a new beginning. They think you're super exciting, that you're creative, that you're passionate. I also feel that this is their passion, and they're tempering it with the Temperance card. I feel that this person is tempering their passion, and they also think that you're tempering your passion for them. This person thinks that the attraction and the feelings are mutual, and that you're tempering it. You're not allowing yourself to be access. You're not making yourself accessible. And they believe that this is a sacrifice on your part, that you're sacrificing the connection. That's what they think. That you're sacrificing the connection for what you believe is for the best. You're not doing it out of anger. You're doing it because you think that's what's best for you, or for both of you. And they know that inside that labyrinth it is an ember. It is an undying ember. That's how I feel. That's what I'm getting from this energy. And there's a lot of pain right now in this energy. I don't think this is your energy. I think this is how this person is feeling. I think that thoughts are painful, and so that's why we're seeing this Three of Swords. If this is someone that caused you heartache, I feel that now they're starting to feel the repercussions of the pain that you went through. But I feel that you've already cleansed this energy. I don't feel that for the majority of you, you're still here. I think you may have gone through pain, but you've already transmuted it or healed from it in some way. And now this person is the one that wants to bring peace, because they see that the Queen of Cups is in the reverse, right? We saw her in the reverse, regardless of gender. Now they want to come in as the King of Cups. This is the King of Cups in this deck. And they want to mend things. They want to mend the broken heart. I just heard a song. I think it's I don't want to see if it's Al Green. I heard an Al Green song. But I heard an Al Green song, and there's a movie called Sex and the City where one of the characters who's separated from their husband meets them. They're supposed to meet at the Brooklyn Bridge. If this might be spoiling this movie for you, if you haven't seen it, please fast forward. But the vision I saw and the song I heard was the song from that movie when Miranda is making the decision whether to meet her estranged husband on that Brooklyn Bridge, because if she chooses to do so, then that means she's giving this man a second chance at their relationship. And the second chance here with this judgment really connects with what I'm seeing. And the Three of Birds is the Three of Swords, and the Three of Lotuses is the Three of Cups. So this could speak of a third party. So this is not going to be for everyone, obviously, but there's a feeling here that this person wants to mend. They want to meet you at a bridge. They want to bridge the gap between the two of you, and they don't know how. They don't know how to do it. They feel you've moved on with the Six of Swords. They feel you have made a decision about them and you've moved on. But they are exploding inside. See this vessel here? It looks like it's about to pop. There's just so much pressure accumulating in that vessel that it's going to erupt. And it's not just sensual energy, it's anxiety, it's stress, it's worry, it's sadness, it's heartbreak, it's loss. So there's a lot going on here with this person. They find you so beautiful with this Empress again showing up here. They find you just magnetic. The Sun is here. The Sun is like the ultimate card for me, for a feeling. If you're asking about feelings, for me the Sun is everything. This is like that movie Jerry Maguire. I'm getting a lot of movie references, so I don't know if you like movies or the person on your mind is a movie buff, but I just heard You Complete Me, which is something from a movie. But if this is someone that you have not been in a connection with, they've been through a lot of pain in their life and they want this to be right with you. Like, they are so obsessed and keen on making this the most amazing relationship for them, and because they really like you and they're in their head about it, And just know that if they're being super intense with you, this is why. Or if they're not being intense but you feel the energy, now you can understand why. But I think for a lot of you in this reading, this is about someone that you have a history with. It doesn't have to be a breakup, but you have some sort of really intense connection that you felt with this person, and somehow you both were separated. There was some sort of sacrifice made that separated the two of you, and now this person is reeling from it. But I feel that you've already reeled from it, and you're sort of in the sun. They're still going through the bridge. You've crossed the bridge to the other side, and now you see the light. I think you've healed from this now. You've already transitioned, or if you haven't and you don't feel that you have, you are very close. So let's get a clarifier for the vessel. What is the vessel being? The devil. By the way, Capricorn, Pisces, Aries energy with the full sun, and Sagittarius. So we have a lot of fire energy, and then we have water. So a lot of fire and water. So that's Scorpio. The moon can also be associated with Cancer. So again, fire and water. So lots of alchemy here with the fire and the water. And the sacrifice in Pisces energy as well. So yeah, fire and water. So perhaps you have fire in your chart and your person has water, or vice versa. So take it how it resonates. So what is the vessel? Please clarify the vessel. What is the devil? Please clarify the devil here with the vessel. Please clarify the vessel. Please clarify the vessel. Whoa, that one flew out the phoenix. That is the Hierophant. That is the Hierophant. Wow. So now we're getting earth energy. Earth, 6 of Embers, victory. This person wants to be victorious. They want to overcome this energy. They want to transcend. See how I was talking about how this person is ascending? This person is transforming and realizing how connected with this bridge everything is. And it's not just about this connection, but they're having the aha moment that everything is connected, because the Hierophant speaks of oneness. And in this deck, it speaks of spirituality and oneness, like being whole. And this bridge makes me feel that this person is not just seeing the connection as something that's whole, but this person is seeing the bigger picture of their life, and perhaps some of the decisions that they've made, and how everything has infinite possibilities. And what is happening now is just one possibility of many. This is not something that's physically manifesting. This is something that's within them, that they are dealing with and they're feeling right now. So the Hierophant clarifying the devil, this is like opposite energies, right? This is obsession. This is evolution, transformation energy. So this person is in this energy, and clarifying it is the Hierophant to say that this person is working through that shadow, but you need to confront your shadow to see the light. And so in that sense, this person feels very tied to you. They feel very tied to you, and they recognize that it's possible that this tie is, there's more to this connection than meets the eye. It's not just a simple connection to this person. There's a spiritual element to it. There's spirituality involved. It's a very strong connection. They cannot break. They haven't been able to break it. And I don't know if they tried, or if perhaps they tried to forget you, or you both tried to forget each other, but it seems like it keeps coming back. It's something that keeps it keeps transforming, it keeps purifying itself until it gets to the point where it'll be completely pure, completely clear. And then you can take this to the next level. I feel like your whole connection is ascending right now. All of it. Please clarify the bridge. Please clarify the bridge. Please clarify the bridge. Okay. The shore. Whoa. Oh my God. It's like one major arcana after another. The tower. The tower. with the Four of Birds, that's Four of Swords, so healing. I feel like this, whatever happened, this person is reeling from it, and it hit them like a ton of bricks. I don't think they realized how much this connection or what happened between the two of you was going to impact them. And if this is a situation where you're thinking, wow, I barely know this person, how are they feeling this way? This could be love at first sight. This could be not really seeing how powerful this connection was going to be. Just sort of unknowingly going to the bridge, trying to get to know you, and boom, hit you like a ton of bricks. Love at first sight. So it really just depends on the type of connection, obviously, but I think for the vast majority of you, it is somebody that you have a past with. But just use your intuition, and again, if you need to reverse the energy, you can as well. But this is what I'm pulling from, asking how this person feels and what they think of you. So please clarify death, which is the Fool in this deck. Please clarify death. Death is clarified by the Seven of Embers. Yeah, I think if they were defensive in the past, they want to release that. Look at this. This is also the Phoenix. So they want to release, let go of their guardedness and just rise like the Phoenix again. They want a new beginning. They want to put down the walls, put down the weapons, put down the wands, and just go for it. And they want you to do the same. I feel like they want to do that, and they want you to do that. If you've been guarded, if you pulled away, if you walked away, they want you to come back to them. I just heard another thing from a different movie. I'm getting a lot of movie references in this reading. There's a movie, again, spoiler alert, another beautiful romantic movie. I love romantic things. Had me in tears. It's called Somewhere in Time. I just heard a line from that movie where one of the main characters goes up to the character played by Christopher Reeve, and she tells him, come back to me. And it is, without spoiling the movie, this movie will have you in tears. If it will have you in tears. And so I'm feeling a lot of emotions right now as I'm channeling this. I can't help it. And a lot of movies are coming through, a lot of romantic movies. So this person wants you to come back to them. That's the energy that I feel. They don't know what to do. Please tell me, what is the infinite path? Please clarify the sun here for how this person feels about my group number one. Please clarify the sun. Please clarify the sun. What is the sun? The cosmic tree. That's the Hermit. The Hermit. This again, the sun. They feel the sun, and I feel like they have come out of their tree to gaze at the sun. The Hermit card in this deck is the cosmic tree, and I feel that this person wants to see you. They want you to come out of hiding, or they want you to talk to them again. They want clarity of some sort. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, only you'll know, so take it how it resonates for you specifically. But what I'm getting with the sun being clarified by the Hermit, if there was a period where you were both in your winter months or hermiting in some way, they don't want this anymore. They don't want this energy of the Hermit. They have learned, they have gathered the insight necessary, and now they are ready to, they have seen the light, essentially. This is almost like a progression. If you notice, we got the obsessive energy, then we have the illusions, and then we have the Fool, and then we have the sun. And so I feel like it's just progressing really beautifully into this energy of the sun, which is the ultimate happiness. So please clarify this energy of temperance with the Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, and Sacrifice. What is this about, please? For their thoughts, please clarify their thoughts of my group number 1 right now. Please clarify their thoughts with the temperance. Please clarify the temperance, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Hangman. Whoa. Wow, Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. 10 of Cups. Oh my god. What can I say? My group number 1, this person is in love with you. And look, 9 of Pentacles. It may be possible that the connection was put on hold because of a financial situation. However, this person is, you know, first of all, they think you're absolutely fulfilled. They think you're abundant. It's almost like they want to climb that tree and serenade you. I feel like a very romantic vibe from this. And they want to shapeshift. They want to transform. Again, this is the past lives. This is the death card in this deck. They want to transform. We see the Phoenix. We see death. We see past lives. We see a lot of energy, shapeshifter. We see a lot of energy of transformation. After, you know, the disappointment. This is an extra card on this deck. So what they think of you, I mean, they want to heal this. They think that you're very healing. They think that you can have the 10 of Cups with this person. They want to offer you. We have 2 aces now, Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This person wants to combine your energies together, the fire and the water, and they want to alchemize it. They want to purify this connection because they want the 10 of Cups with you. That's what they're thinking. It is incredibly beautiful. Incredibly beautiful. Okay, so what are this person's next actions then? Wow. The Protector. Oh my gosh. That's the King of Wands in this deck. This person wants to protect you. They want to fight for you. They want to be there. They want to show up for you in ways that they haven't done in the past, either for you or for anyone else. So if this is someone that's new, they want to show up in this connection in a way they've never shown up for anyone in the past. You are their person. With this whole arcana, major arcana energy, this person is absolutely in love with you. And they are going to do things for you that they've never done for anyone else. It's like the eternal bachelor that finally, quote unquote, settles down, and everybody's wondering, like, wait a minute, like, he never did that for other people. Yeah, because those other people were not the person that they love. When you fall in love, you release hormones, and these hormones are bonding agents. And they trigger these instincts in a man or in someone in their masculine energy, which is protection. As an example, that is one of the instincts that is triggered when a man falls in love with a woman. As an example, when a man falls in love with a woman, he becomes her protector and he cannot control it. It's instinctive. And if we're looking at it from a biological standpoint, the hormones induce all of this. But for the hormones to be released, there has to be a connection that extends beyond physical, beyond sexual. It has to be everything: mentally stimulating, emotionally stimulating, physically rewarding, and spiritual, if that's something that you connect with. So this person wants to be your protector. You trigger, or you will trigger, these bonding hormones in this person. I feel that this person is already in love with you. You've already captivated this person's heart to the point where their next actions are to show up for you. This is a King of Wands, and to me, the King of Wands is an energy of someone super creative, super confident. They know what they want and they go after it without hesitation because they know they've already won. This person does not worry about the competition. They know they're fiery. Look at that. They have the advantage. They don't have any worry. They just go after what they want because they know they have it. And look, 9 of Embers, 9 of Wands underneath that. This person is about to explode. This is eruption energy. It's also very sensual with the vessel. So this person is not giving up on the connection. If this is a new connection, they're not going to give up on it. They love you. They're in love with you. Three of Embers. They don't want to lose you. So what are this person's next actions? And again, if this was a connection that ended or in a heartbreak, or you broke up, or it never even got off the ground in some cases, this person now wants to show up in a different energy. They've transformed. There's a lot of transformation energy here. So please show us, what are this person's next actions for my group number 1? Please show us, what are their next actions for my group number 1? What are the person on my group number 1's mind's next actions? So 9 of Wands again, just letting you know, I'm here. I'm here to stay. This person is not going anywhere. That's what that tells me. They're willing to change. Shapeshifter. This is actually the Knight of Wands in this deck, but with the shapeshifter energy, this person is transforming. If they were in this Knight of Wands energy, they're coming in very differently. Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. Now we have a king showing up for you. What are this person's next actions towards my group number 1, please? What are this person's next actions towards my group number 1, please? What is this person's next actions towards my group number 1? The Pathfinder and the Pelican. So the Pelican is the Emperor in this deck, and the Pathfinder is the Page of Pentacles. So this tells me that this person's next actions is to grow up. Again, I feel the energy of, regardless of the state of the connection, this person wants to show up with you in a way that they have never shown up before for either you or anyone. This person is transformed. And with the Emperor, this person is stepping into their Emperor energy. The Emperor is the divine masculine. So this person wants to step into this energy because they see you as an Empress, and or vice versa. If this person connects more with their Empress energy, this is what they're representing. They want to step into their Empress energy because that's how they see you. They want to match you. They know that they cannot come in with games. The Page of Pentacles in this deck talks about someone who is goal-oriented, someone who's not about games, someone who's serious, and they will set out to achieve their goals. So this person with this energy tells me that this person is not playing games. Their next actions toward you are serious. They're serious AF, as they say. This person wants to lay down roots with you. With this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands, there's a lot of energy of newness, of planting seeds for the future. And so this person's next actions toward you are the real deal from what we're seeing here in the cards. And this person has put a lot of thought into this. There's been a lot of thought put into what their next actions are going to be, because they know, this person knows, whether you just met them or not, this person knows that they cannot just show up, that the same stuff from before isn't going to work with you. The same stuff from before that they used to do with other people is not going to work with you, because you're special in their eyes. The same thing that they may have done to you before is no longer going to work with you this time, because the connection ended, and now there's a whole new connection that needs to be created. The old connection does not exist anymore. It died. Please show me, what are this person's next actions? The Dreamer. The Dreamer is the Queen of Swords. So this person is going to tell you the truth. This person is going to communicate with you very clearly. There isn't going to be any hesitation in this person's mind, and they're not going to play any games. They're going to be very clear with you, with the Sun card and the Queen of Swords. And look at what's underneath the deck. It's the Elementalist. That is the King of Swords. Again, divine energy. We have the Moon and the Sun. Now we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. The Seven of Swords. There we go. Talking about speaking the truth. Oh wow, the Peacock. Boom. That's the Empress right there. Now you have the Emperor and the Empress, you have the Moon and the Sun, and you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords right underneath that with the Eight of Swords. This person has been in their head about how they're going to come towards you and tell you everything. They are going to tell you everything. There's been a lot of healing in this connection. But now this person is ready to be the king to the queen that you need. They need to come in and match your energy. No more games, no more hiding things. Not because this person is necessarily being nefarious, but it's more like they may have been hiding things out of fear with this Eight of Swords. Out of fear of what you would think of them. Maybe you wouldn't like them anymore. I don't know. You'll have to take whatever resonates for you in your specific situation. But now this person's next actions are to come into union with you by showing up for you in ways they've never shown up before, by not giving up and showing you that they're here to stay. They're staying power here. They're showing up for you and they're staying this time. If you already know them, they're showing up, and if you don't, they're showing up and they're staying like they've never done for anyone else because they see you as a match. Peacock and Pelican, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Wow, my group number one, this is incredible reading. Please, any advice for my group number one with regard to this situation? The Veil. Asking you shall receive. The Veil is a star card in this deck. And look, Seven of Trees is the Seven of Pentacles. So if this is about somebody that you don't know, this is telling me that it's been worth the wait. Your dreams will come true. Whatever you wish for will come true with the Star card. And if this is someone that you know and you want to manifest this connection, this is something that you wanted, this was a dream come true for you, that just hang in there. Hang in there. Just let this person go through everything that they need to go through. Let them come to you. You just stay here. Stay and wait. You've been patient. Yes, it is being acknowledged that your patience, it has been tested at times. But look, we have the dream world now with the Star card. That is just absolutely beautiful. So the dream world is an extra card in this deck, and I want to read you what it says. Wow, the sun is rising. This is so connected to this reading. Okay, so let us welcome the dawn by reading this. Reconnection, perspective shift. Two crescent moons hang in an orange-colored sky. Beneath the moons, a stone building sits on the shore and calls you forward. With no windows or doors, it asks your mind to will it open. This is a place between here and there, a refuge, a revisiting of the collective unconscious. While life on Earth can sometimes feel lackluster, there's a space where we can still dream. The dream world contains both dreams and nightmares, as they sparkle like scales in the water and offer glimpses into realities once not far from our own. Recall the power of this place and let it fill your voids. Do not let the trivialities of life dull your vision. What if our dreams are a direct link to our past lives, and all we need is to remember that they too were once real? Wow. So, reconnection, perspective shift. So, don't give up on any dreams that you have. I think this is also a side message for you. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't let this person be a distraction from the goals that you've already set up for yourself. If you're working on a project that you're really passionate about and this person comes back into your life, continue to focus on that. Continue to invest in the things that you've already planted seeds for. So don't give up on your hopes, on your dreams, on any aspirations that you have in general. Not for this person, not for anyone. That is going to be really important for you. And the other message in terms of the advice, there's nothing you need to do. Just wait. You've already planted the seeds. You've already done everything you could for this connection. That's why you more than likely left. walked away from it. Let this person now come to you. Let this person now cross that bridge and meet you and extend their hand with the sacrifice. Let them reach for you. And if you so choose, it is up to you. If you consider this a wish come true, it is up to you to extend your hand or to cross the bridge and meet them. But let them come to you, because they have a lot that they have been working on. It's clear to me. There's a lot that is divinely guided and destined, and it's just beautiful energy here. So my group number 1, I'm going to leave it there. It was a long reading, but I feel the messages needed to come through for you. And so if this reading resonated, if it helped you in some way, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't had a chance to. Post a comment and share it for anyone you think would benefit from it. With all that said, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Welcome to your reading. We're asking the question for the person on your mind. What are their feelings, their thoughts, and their next actions toward you at the time that you're watching this reading? You have selected the citrine crystal, the embodiment of self-confidence. Along with the Two of Birds and the Entertainer. So the Entertainer is the Knight of Pentacles in this deck, and the Two of Birds is the Two of Swords. So with this starter energy, what I'm feeling is that the person on your mind is someone who is feeling right now that they need to make a decision about your connection. Perhaps this is someone that has been ambivalent in the past, or they're being ambivalent now, and you're sensing that, and that's why you're in this reading, trying to figure out what's going on. So what I'm feeling is that this person may be contemplating the different options that they have, and they know and they recognize that a decision needs to be made, or that you are expecting them to make a decision when it comes to this connection, regardless of whether you already know them and you've been in a relationship with them, or whether this is someone that's relatively new in terms of your connection. They know that if they are, as an example, someone that you just met and you're dating, if they want to pursue you, that perhaps you have made it very clear that you want to be mutually exclusive with them, or not be an option, as an example. Take it only if it resonates, because everyone has different desires. Everyone sees love differently, and I'm not here to fixate on any specific scenarios. I'm just giving you the scenarios that come to my mind, and they don't have to necessarily resonate for you. But what I do get a lot, entertaining the entertainer, right? They may have been entertaining multiple options, and now it's come to a head and a decision needs to be made. And I don't know if it's because you have applied pressure on the situation by speaking up about your desires and your wants and your expectations, or they have placed the pressure on themselves because they realize that if they want to pursue you, certain things will have to change. So that is what I'm getting from this energy. Let's keep going. If this is resonating for you, let's pull you some more information from the tarot. So I don't think I set this in the first group, but I'm using the Cosma Visions Guide. I don't have the box with me, but that's the deck I'm using, and I'll post the name of it in the description of the video. For my group number 2 and the person on their mind, please show me, how does this person feel? What do they think about my group number 2? What are their next actions towards my group number 2? at the time they're watching this reading or now? Okay. I just put the deck and we have the swan in the past lives. This is a death card in this deck, and the swan is a high priestess. So this speaks to the fact that this person may need to rely on their intuition to make the decision that they need to make, and things may need to transform about either their life or how they're approaching this or other connections. So again, only take it if it resonates for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have death. Much about what I was speaking of. The question now becomes, are they willing to transform in order to take this leap of faith with you or to pursue this connection further? Because the death card in this deck is the Fool. And so if the Fool is in the reverse, it tells me that this person is hesitating to take a leap of faith at this time that you're asking about them. But let's get into the tarot so we can get more specific information. That's initially what I'm feeling, and it's also possible that this is your energy. This is your energy, rather. So feel free to flip it if it fits better for your situation. So for my group number 2, please show us, how does this person on my group number 2's mind truly and honestly feel about my group number 2 now or at the time they're watching this? Sacrifice, the Hangman. That speaks of someone thinking, shifting perspective, questioning, a pause. So we continue on. Please show us, how does the person on my group number 2's mind truly and honestly feel about my group number 2 now or at the time they're watching this reading? Soulmate. That's the Lover's card in this deck, which also speaks of choices, choosing between potentially romantic partners. So thinking things right now, thinking about things, contemplating, reflecting on what is going to be the choice with the entertainer. This is really connecting so far. And underneath that, we have Life on Earth, the World card in this deck, which speaks about endings. So perhaps there's a need for something to end. This person needs to make a decision, perhaps between two people or things that are interfering in this connection, or perhaps a sacrifice needs to be made in order to pursue this connection. Something may have to end in order for something to begin, with that full energy that we saw earlier. And destiny seemed to have wanted to show its face. So it could be a destined connection. You may feel that this is a destined connection, or this person may feel that way. And so all the more reason why this person needs to make a decision. I wasn't ready, but I wanted to look. The Mender, this is the Queen of Cups. So this may be your energy, this may be their energy at this time, but there's definitely emotions involved here. It's not someone who's being ambivalent for lack of any feelings. I think that this person is trying to make the best decision. And sometimes people need some time in order to do that. Everyone processes things differently. So let's ask, what are this person's feelings for my group number 2? Wow, look at this, the World card. So again, double confirmation that this person recognizes that something needs to shift, something needs to change or end, a cycle needs to complete in order for this connection to flourish or to start. So depending on where you are in your connection, if this is a case where the connection ended, this person knows that they need to juggle less things. They need to not let the work affect your connection. They need to balance their life out a little bit more in order to be able to give to this connection fully. And so they're in this energy right now of figuring out what the best decision is, and they recognize that a decision needs to be made, that you're expecting something from them, and you may be expecting something from them quickly. With the Fighter, this is the Knight of Swords. So this person does not want to be in this energy. They want to move through it quickly, but sometimes life gets in the way. So I feel like this person is recognizing that something needs to shift, and something needs to shift quickly, or you may lose interest, you may get bored, you may let go of the connection. And I don't know that they're ready to let go. I think they're hanging on with this Hangman. I think they're actually hanging on. They haven't made the decision yet, so they don't want to end things yet. And I don't feel the energy that this person wants to end things. I feel that they feel the pressure that they need to make a decision. And so again, it all depends on the state of your connection. If it's someone you just met, it makes a lot of sense that this person would need to think about things and decide and all of that. So just take it however it resonates for you and your situation. So let's ask about their thoughts. What does the person on my group number 2's mind think about my group number 2 at this time, or at the time they're watching this reading? Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So they think they can have the 10 of Cups with you. They see you as somebody who is fulfilled and can bring emotional fulfillment. So they enjoy your connection. So depending again on the longevity of it and the state of it, this person does enjoy the connection. They have enjoyed it in the past. If it was a past connection, they see the 10 of Cups. They see they can have this with you. They think they can have a 10 of Cups with you. They see you as someone emotionally fulfilled, emotionally balanced. And they know that if in the case where they have to make a decision in terms of your connection, that they could potentially lose out on the connection because you will get bored, you'll lose interest and move away from them. And so this is something that they recognize, that their decision or your ability to stay hinges on their decision, because I don't get the energy that you're someone that's going to stick around, because look, you want the 10 of Pentacles. This is pretty much your energy right here. You are waiting for the right offer, not a good offer. You are looking for the offer that's going to get you this 10 of 10. And so this person knows that if they want you in their life, they will have to make the necessary either sacrifices or decisions or bring things to an end in order to achieve this 10 of Cups with you. So they recognize what needs to happen. So one more for their thoughts, please. What are this person's thoughts of my group number 2 at this time? What are this person's thoughts of my group number 2 at this time? 3 of Embers. Look at that. 3 of Embers. So thinking of what they can expand with you, how they can expand with you. So this is a card, to me, a very positive card of like someone who's thinking about you in terms of like, okay, how do I fit my group number 2 in my life? Because this person may have a lot going on. And actually this person might be an entertainer. They might be in the entertainment industry. And so they might be super busy. They might have a lot of shows if they perform, or a lot of obligations. Regardless whether they're an entertainer or not, this person seems to be really busy and has a lot on their plate. And so they are looking right now to see, because they think that they can have this emotionally fulfilling connection with you. They may see you as a soulmate in this situation, and they're trying to figure out how to fit you in their life, and not because they're trying to compartmentalize you or any. It doesn't feel like it's in any negative way. They're genuinely trying to make the best decision, and they don't want you to feel left out. I feel like this person is truly trying to determine what are the things that will get them this 10 of Cups, and if that is something that they can achieve with you, because they see you in this energy. They think that you are in this energy already. You are embodying this. So now the question becomes, how do they expand with you? What needs to change? What needs to shift? Because they know that you're not going to hang around with this Hangman. You're not going to hang around for that. You're going to set your sights somewhere else. Apologies for that. My recording was interrupted. So what I was saying is that this person knows that you're not going to stick around. You're in this energy. You can attract anyone you want. And so it behooves them to move through this energy as quickly as possible, as we saw with the Knight of Swords. So please clarify the soulmate's energy. Please clarify soulmates for how this person feels about my group number 2. What is the soulmates? Please clarify the soulmate. The Five of Swords in the reverse. So with the Five of Swords in the reverse, this person knows that they need to put an end to the conflict. They need to make a decision, because this is creating conflict in this connection. This could be creating tension, not now. Potentially, if this is a new connection, they already foresee this creating conflict in the connection if they don't change things. If this is a connection that's already been impacted and there's already been conflict, this person knows that in order to end the conflict, a decision needs to be made. They cannot be juggling all of these things and potentially including you in this, because I feel that they know it is not fair for you to have to carry or shoulder the burden here. If this is something that was a connection that was impacted in the past, again, only take it if it resonates. So what is the World card? The King of Wands, the Protector, and the Two of Wands. So this connects with this. So ensuring that the proper plans are made so that they can show up in this energy with confidence. They can be in this connection with confidence, with ease, relaxing, because they organize their life in such a way that they can now have this emotionally fulfilling connection. They can now participate. They can now be active participants in the connection. At the time that you're watching this reading, I feel that the majority of you, if you're already in a connection with this person and you've already been impacted by whatever's going on over here, this person may not be as actively participating in the connection as you or you would, or they or you would both like. And if this is a relatively new connection, this person is already seeing that they're going to need to put in the work. With the Eight of Pentacles we saw, they're going to need to put in the work to make the necessary changes to maybe clean their house, as an example. If they're going to start entertaining you and they're going to start having you come over, maybe this is a person that has a lot of clutter in their house, as an example. It could be any number of things. It could be something as simple as their house is super cluttered and now they need to clean it out and make space for you, because now they've met someone amazing. And maybe for the longest time this person was single and they didn't really put any effort into anything because there wasn't any reason to. Maybe this is someone really practical. And so now they're seeing the need to clean house metaphorically, the need to clean house physically, whatever the situation might be, and come in and feeling more confident once they've cleared out whatever needed to be cleared out, made decisions that they need to be making, whether or not it causes conflict in other areas. If this is really important for them, the decision needs to be made that honors what they value, right? And so that way they can come in this energy of the protector. They can protect this connection, but they need to make the right plans with this Two of Wands. The proper plans need to be made, and we see 3 people here, so it's possible this person is entertaining other people. They may be dating other people if this is someone you just met, They may be dating and seeing what else is out there, and now they met you and they really like you, and now they're like, well, I'm dating these other people that I also like, but I like my group number 2 so much more with this 10 of cups. What I guess I'm going to have to make some changes here. So it all depends on your situation and what sort of expectations you have set or communicated to each other. What is the 10 of cups for what this person on my group number 2's mind thinks of my group number 2? What is the 10 of cups, please? What is the 10 of cups? What is the 10 of cups? 10 of cups is the 3 of cups. And it came out in the reverse when it fell. So, let me try again. So it's like, almost like they know that if they are entertaining three's a crowd. Three's a crowd, in essence. This is what I'm getting from this energy. Whether it's in the reverse or sideways or upright, doesn't matter. What I'm feeling is that this person knows that they need to really work on this partnership. This is not, see, we got three here, we got 3 here, and we got 3 people here. Even though this is a 2 of wands, we have 3, but we have 2, 2, and 3, 3. So there's a progression here from 2 to 3. So what I'm seeing here is that this person knows that there's a need for change. They have the awareness, essentially. They know what needs to go. Please clarify the 3 of wands. The Queen of Wands. Wow, look at this. Now we have divine energy. We have the protector, which is the King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands here. So this is their thoughts of you. They want to expand. So what they're thinking about is how they can expand with you, because again, this person sees you as a divine counterpart, regardless of the gender. They want to expand. That is the feeling I had when I saw this card. This person knows you won't hang around. The Queen of Wands does not hang around waiting. The Queen of Wands is not someone that sits around waiting for anyone. The Queen of Wands is action oriented. She's confident, she's poised, regardless of gender. She's creative, she's dynamic, she's magnetic. She doesn't need to wait around for anyone. People wait for the Queen of Wands. So this person knows that. They know they need to make a decision, and it's gonna have to happen quickly. So let's ask, what are this person's next actions toward you? What are this person's next actions toward my group number 2? What are this person's next actions toward my group number 2? 5 of Embers. Let's see. What are this person's next actions toward my group number 2? What are this person's next actions toward my group number 2? What are this person's next actions towards my group number 2? The Pathfinder. Page of Pentacles. This is serious energy. These are the messengers of the tarot. They need to make a decision, and they need to take it as serious as you want to take it. So it really depends on where you're both at. What are your preferences together? They have to achieve this goal. They want to achieve this goal. So their next actions with the Pathfinder is all about achieving goals. So when it comes to this connection, they have a goal in mind, and the goal is this 10 of Cups. They want to have this 10 of Cups, so they have to make a decision. The goal here is to make a decision in order to have this 10 of Cups. So what is it going to be? Is it going to be this chaos, or are they going to develop rigor around this, make a decision that propels them forward and propels this connection forward? So the intention is there. The question becomes, will they take the actions needed before you end up losing interest? Which is what I think they're wondering about. If you're still interested, if your hat's still in the ring. What are this person's next actions towards my group number 2? So it looks like they will be taking action, but the question is, what type of action are they going to be taking? Because the Three of Swords tells me that depending, this Three of Swords hinges on this Page of Pentacles. Because, and I don't necessarily feel that this is your energy, my group number 2. I feel that this is what's going to happen to them if they don't make the right decision. Because this reading is for your greatest and highest good. And I feel that you are in this Queen of Wands energy or King of Wands energy. So flip it if you need to. And the Queen and the King of Wands, they get over things easily. They get over people easily. We don't hang on to people. We don't hang on to things. So I feel that their next actions, if this is not executed in a way that is in their favor, this is what's going to happen as a result. They're going to miss out on this connection, and they will feel it, because I don't feel this is your energy. I feel this is what will happen to them. This is what they will experience as a result of this chaos and not achieving the goal that they set out to achieve with the Pathfinder. Because the Pathfinder is a Page of Pentacles, and in this deck describes an individual who is set on achieving their goals. And so that takes preparation, that takes intent, thought, and grounding things in reality. So let me get one more. What are this person's next actions towards my group number 2? What are this person's next actions towards my group number 2? What are this person's next actions towards my group number 2? Look at that. 7 of Trees and the Swan. The 7 of Trees talks about investing, planting the seeds and waiting for the harvest. And the High Priestess shows intention. It shows using your intuition to make the best choice. So I think in the end, the actions that I see them taking is they will be communicating with you. Their goal is to clear this energy out, to make a decision in regards to this connection. And they will be taking action towards you in this connection. The question is, what type of action will they be taking with this Three of Swords? And is it going to be sufficient for you to wait around with the 7 of Pentacles? And if it's not, then they know instinctively that you're not going to invest. You're not going to wait around. It really depends on what type of seeds they plant. And so, in this sense, they are trying to make a decision that will result in the most favorable outcome for the two of you. So as an example, this person might be trying to, this is just one example, it may not be for everyone, but this person might be trying to have their cake and eat it too. They might try to continue to entertain other options and maybe possibly appease you with this Pathfinder, but ultimately what they want is to continue to have this Three of Birds, this Three of Swords, which can indicate a third party. So there is a scenario here where their next actions are to pursue you and then also continue to have this third party. That's not going to be for all of you, but I do have to call that out as an energy because it is here. And so that means that they may be investing in another connection or other connections and seeing which one of these connections bears more fruit, which connection results in this 10 of Cups. So there could be a situation where this person may be waiting things out and seeing, okay, which of these connections is going to give me the most emotional fulfillment. Is it going to be my group number 2, or is it going to be another person? I think it'll be important for both of you to communicate your expectations and your needs, but this is something that's worth calling out in terms of like what your next actions are. So let me get you advice for this situation, because it looks like they will be taking action, and in some cases the action will not be sufficient for your liking. And in other cases, it will be action to try to balance everything in their life, including you. So that what they might end up doing is adding you to this, to what they're already entertaining, essentially. So this is something for you to be aware of, potentially. It's, again, it's not necessarily going to be everyone's case. Only take it if it resonates. But it's something to be mindful of here. Okay, so what is the advice? What is the advice for my group? The advice is 10 of arrows. Oops. We got the magician. Okay, so we got the magician, and this is the chariot card in this deck. The chariot and the magician, the 10 of swords, and I want to get you one more. What is the advice for my group number 2 with regard to the situation and the person on their mind? What is their advice, please? What is my group number 2's advice with regard to the situation and this person on their mind, please? The dreamer. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. The mender. Yeah. Look at this. Speak your truth from a place of compassion. So everybody's going through their own journey. You can speak your truth and do so from a place of compassion. You're mending. You're seeking to mend, and you're seeking to understand. But you're using it. You're doing so guided by the truth, guided by your own convictions, not betraying your own beliefs and your own thoughts, being true to who you are. So the advice here is really an invitation to continue to be honest. If you've already explained your expectations to this individual, continue to do so, standing your truth. Do so with a compassionate heart. Do so from a heart-centered space. And if you feel that this connection is not in alignment for your highest and greatest good, don't hesitate. With the Queen of Swords here and the 10 of Swords, it tells me don't hesitate to cut the connection loose, to cut this person loose. Because if this person is not going to come into your life to bring you love and bring you comfort and peace with this Lotus here, then the advice is an invitation to be real, to be truthful with yourself more than anything, and to swiftly cut anything or anyone out of your life that is not in alignment with what you want to manifest with the Magician here for your highest and greatest good. You have a destiny to achieve. You have dreams you want to manifest, goals you want to accomplish with that Page of Pentacles. And you want to do so with fierce determination with the Chariot. So you are the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands. Channel that energy from a heart-centered space. Speak your truth. And if this person is not giving you what you desire, if you're not getting what you want out of this connection, if you're not feeling the 10 of Cups vibe, let it end. Let it end. Allow it to end so that something new can begin for you in alignment with what you want to manifest, because you will achieve your dreams. This is a Chariot energy, this powerful Cancer energy. Pisces with the High Priestess, we have the Hierophant here. So again, we have two counterpart energies here. So there is potential in this connection. It hinges on whatever decision this person is going to make. And so if you don't agree with the decision, or if you're not feeling right about this connection, that is the advice for you. There's greater things ahead for you. Get on your Chariot and go towards your dreams, your goals, the things you want to manifest, because you're in this beautiful Queen of Cups. You're in all these different energies. You got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. I don't see the Queen of Pentacles. We didn't see the Queen of Pentacles, but that is, oh wow, oh my gosh, the Queen of Pentacles, that is Empress energy. So you have all of the queens now showing up. This is the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. So you are an Empress. Remember who you are in this situation, or any situation in general. So the advice is really remember who you are, stay in a heart-centered space. This is the Page of Cups. So stay in this heart-centered energy, but be honest, because you are an Empress and you know what you want, and you can let it go. You can walk away from the situation if it's not to your liking, if it's not giving you what you want, because you know what you want. So follow your intuition and be truthful to yourself. And that is the advice I have for you. That is all my group number 2. Hopefully it resonated for you. Hopefully it gave you clarity. And if you like my reading, please hit the like button and subscribe and share. And I really thank you. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my group number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're asking the question for the person on your mind. What are their feelings or thoughts and their next actions toward you now or at the time you're watching this reading? You selected the Pyrite along with the Ace of Birds, which is the Ace of Swords in this deck. So with the Ace of Birds, I feel that this person has clarity about this connection, or about what you mean to them, or about the situation. They have clarity. They have achieved some sort of understanding in terms of this connection. The question is, what type of understanding is this? We will have to get more tarot, but I feel that this person is resolved in their realizations about the connection, and this clarity may have come at a cost to them or to the connection, or this clarity may result in sacrifices being made. I'm getting that this person is sharp. They are sharp in their vision and what they see for themselves in the future, and in terms of what they see with regard to this connection. So let's get some more tarot to see what else comes through for you, my group number 3. I just put the deck and the Phoenix and the Swan came out. This is the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So divine counterpart energy also could indicate a very strong connection, a spiritual connection, or spiritual healing, spiritual growth. Let's keep going. The Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and the Entertainer. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So if this is a connection with someone you know, there could have been an ending to the connection, possibly because of the need to prioritize, or maybe someone in this connection felt they were not a priority. So only take it if it resonates. That is some of the messages that are coming through. Please show us, how does the person on my group number 3's mind truly and honestly feel about my group number 3 now or at the time that they're watching this reading? Thank you. The Ten of Cups. How does the person on my group number 3's mind truly and honestly feel about my group number 3 right now or at the time they're watching this reading? Thank you. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. The Five of Birds, which is the Five of Swords. How does the person on my group number 3's mind truly and honestly feel about my group number 3 now at the time they're watching this reading? Thank you. The Six. This is the Soulmate, the Lovers. For my group number 3, how does the person on my group number 3's mind truly and honestly feel about my group number 3 now or at the time they're watching this reading? Thank you. The 8 of Birds, which is the 8 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Peacock with the 9 of Embers, the Veil, the 4 of Trees, the World card, the 4 of Cups, and the Magician. So, how does this person feel about you, my group number 3? This person has come to some sort of clarity that although they see you as this 10 of Cups, they feel that you are their wish fulfillment. They feel that you are their person. If you're in this Peacock energy, they feel you are their Pelican. For this deck, the Peacock is the Empress and the Pelican is the Emperor. This person has clarity that in order for this 10 of Cups to be achievable in this connection, you or both of you will need to ensure that the decisions that are made in this connection are in alignment with what is in the best interest of the two of you. If this is what you wish to achieve, this dynamic divine union or divine partnership, or if it's not divine or spiritual, this stable partnership with this person, they recognize as a new connection that conflicts will need to be addressed, and any sort of anxiety surrounding choices, decisions, options, if you're both dating, in order to ensure that there's emotional stability in the connection. So this person has the presence of mind to know that they want to protect this 10 of Cups. That's how they feel about you. This is a new connection. If this is an existing connection where there has been conflict, then this person recognizes that even though you have brought them emotional fulfillment in the past, there's some conflicts and some stressors or some situations that cannot be ignored, and that requires for the two of you to come together to make the decisions needed in order to achieve the 10 of Cups, in order to have this harmonious relationship. So underneath that, we have the 9 of Embers, the Veil, the 4 of Trees. So this person is very stable in how they feel about you. However, this person has clarity that if there's been a situation where things were stagnant, where things were not moving, where there was conflict, this person wants to put an end to that because it brings them no satisfaction. This is something that does not benefit them, and they don't feel it benefits the connection. And so this is someone who is ready to put an end to anything that is not in alignment for their highest and greatest good. And that includes in relation to this connection. Now, if this is someone from the past, what I'm seeing here is that what this person has clarity on, how they feel, is that although you brought them emotional fulfillment, things would have to give. Compromises would have to be made in order for this connection to be restarted. In order for there to be a reconciliation, changes need to happen. The conflict needs to be resolved. Things need to be talked about out in the open. This connection needs to feel good to the two of you. This person recognizes that in order for this connection to last, in order for this connection to be successful and emotionally fulfilling, you both have to feel good about it. And right now, that energy is not there. There's an energy of, there has been some conflict in the past, there's recognition of it, there's clarity around it. This person is not in this energy. I feel that this person is, what it's telling me is that this person recognizes the need for a change in order to achieve this with you, because they do value you, they do see and feel emotionally fulfilled with you when things are good. They see the potential. They want to have this 10 of Cups with you. And with this Empress energy, that tells me that this person is in some sort of Emperor or Empress energy at the time that you're asking about them. And so they recognize that they're not going to get involved in anything like this, because they know what they want, they have clarity, they know what brings them emotional fulfillment, and they are sure in themselves. So they rather bet on themselves than on situations where they're going to end up feeling conflicted and confused. They don't want that. They want clear choices between the two of you. If this connection is to move forward, if this connection is to reconcile, if this is a new connection, they know out the gate, right off the bat, that they are serious about you. And if this is a new connection, they know right off the bat that they are serious about you, and that they are going to do everything they can to mitigate any sort of confusion or feelings of anguish or mental conflict between the two of you. They will strive to make the best decisions, include you, make sure you're both aligned so that you can both achieve abundance with this Empress energy and ultimately what they want, which is the 10 of Cups. So this person has the presence of mind and the clarity. They know what they want, and depending on the connection that you have with them, they're very clear that these two energies do not belong with this. So this moving out of these energies hinges on these type of decisions, on ensuring that the decisions are made that are in alignment for the two of you. What that looks like will depend on the connection that you have with this person and what your preferences are as partners or in your connection in general. Give me one more card for how this person feels about my group number 3. How does this person feel about my group number 3? I just want one more card. How does this person feel about my group number 3 right now? Thank you. The 4 of Birds. So it speaks of healing. It speaks of sometimes taking a time out to understand what's important, to come back after reflecting, to come back more calm. But how they feel about you is that if this is a new connection, you bring this person a lot of healing. You are healing. You help them feel relaxed. Perhaps they have been in situations where there was conflict and mental anguish of some sort or confusion, and they feel that you bring them reprieve from that. They don't experience this with you, but they recognize that they have experienced that in the past, and they want to ensure that they're able to make decisions, talk with you, mutually communicate in order to have harmony with the Soulmate card. And that you're in this energy, this healing energy together. If this is an energy from the past, this person has had the time to assess the situation, and they have clarity as to what would need to change in order for this to be achievable. If there is to be a reconciliation on the table, they will have very specific asks of you, or they anticipate you will have specific asks of them, or both. But energy, certain patterns of behavior, certain things will need to be cleared in order for this to be successful. And things will need to heal, or they have healed, and now they know that they can overcome this together with you. because they do have a lot of feelings for you, or they see the potential for having a lot of feelings for you. So it just depends on where you are in the connection. So please clarify the 10 of Cups. What is the 10 of Cups for how this person feels about making commitment? Please clarify the 10 of Cups. The entertainer. Please clarify the 5 of Swords, the Weavers. Please clarify the Soulmate energy. Please clarify those Lovers, 8 of Trees, and Ace of Embers. Please clarify the 8 of Swords to me. Please clarify the 8 of Swords, please. What is the 8 of Swords? What is the 8 of Swords? The 9 of Embers. What is the 4 of Swords? What is the 4 of Swords? The 8, Knight of Swords. Clarifying the 10 of Cups is the entertainer. This is the Knight of Pentacles. In this deck, the entertainer speaks of a person who lacks the ability to balance their priorities, or is being invited to check in with their heart, to come from a place of, from a heart-centered space when dealing with a connection or dealing with situations, and they may struggle to see things from an emotional perspective. So with the 10 of Cups, for how this person feels about you, this really resonates with this energy of conflict and confusion, because what creates conflict and confusion? Ambivalence. Not approaching someone who's emotional with the same emotional energy. Not reciprocating, not prioritizing. So the entertainer is an energy that may, while skillful, may inadvertently distance from others, or push others away, because they may falter when it comes to matters of the heart. So this person recognizes that someone in this connection was not prioritizing this emotionally fulfilling connection. And so in terms of how this can succeed, the clarity is still there. The clarity is there around what the connection means to this individual, and what were the things that were contributing to this conflict and this confusion. And it was this energy here. And I don't know if this is your energy or their energy, or the both of you, but this is a recognition, this is the clarity that this person has around how they feel about you. That this could be achievable had it not been for whatever was going on here. And this could be involving work, it could be involving many different things. With the Weaver clarifying the 5 of Swords, the Weaver is the Page of Swords, but in this deck, the Page of Swords is a storyteller. They weave and they create stories. And so with the 5 of Swords clarifying the Weaver, this person recognizes or has clarity around some of the stories or some of the explanations that were given in this connection, the way that this connection may have been presented, that they now have clarity on. So with the storyteller, there's sometimes an invitation to be careful what you say, to be careful how you communicate, make sure that you're not embellishing too much. So it's possible that in this connection, conflict was created, or conflict originated because of communication that was embellished in some way. In, as an example, let's say that you were going out with this person and you asked them, or they asked you, what are you looking for in a connection? And this person said, I'm looking for a relationship. And you both said, yes, I'm looking for a relationship too. But as you start to get to know each other, one or the two of you realize that the actions that were being taken were not reflective of somebody that wanted to be in a relationship. So things may have been said in the beginning that were a misrepresentation with this Weaver card of the reality, and that resulted in conflict. With the Lovers and the Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands, this tells me that this person feels that effort needs to be made in this connection in order to bring about this new beginning. So this is a brand new connection. This person feels that there isn't enough effort being put into the connection to spark it, to start it. There isn't enough fire. And it's not because they don't have feelings for you, because it is clear from the Ten of Cups that they do have feelings for you. They do value you, but they feel that something is missing. And so it would be important for communication, mutual communication, to take place in order to align on what that is, on what that effort would, what effort it would take to ensure that this is, once this spark gets lit, it stays lit, and the connection can thrive, and it can be creative, and it can have the passion it needs to flourish, because this is about creation. And with the Eight of Trees being about mastery and being about putting effort into what you do to gain mastery, with it being in the reverse, it tells me that more effort is needed. So if it's a new connection, they realize that they may need to put more effort into the connection in order to keep it alive, to keep the spark alive. Or they realize that maybe you just met and they have a lot going on their plate, or you have a lot going on your plate, and they're starting to see that, oh, these are things that could potentially become problems down the road. It's important that they get addressed now so that we can mitigate it, because I value this connection. If this is someone from the past, this is all things that have already happened, and this person now has the clarity that there were things that were said that were misaligned or miscommunicated that resulted in conflict, and there may have been a lack of effort put into the connection, and not enough communication, not enough alignment with the Lover's card, or choices being made which affected the ability for this connection to actually get off the ground, or for there to be a reconciliation, or for the connection not to end. There wasn't enough effort by one party, two parties, so it just depends. With the Eight of Swords being clarified by the Nine of Embers, which is a Nine of Wands, it tells me that from this person's perspective, if this is a past person, they feel that they gave it their all. They feel that they were left almost confused. They tried to make the connection work, and in the end, it left them feeling confused. They were confused because there, again, wasn't enough effort from their perspective. And maybe this is your energy, so flip it if you need to, but from their vantage point, this person gave this connection their all, and they did not get the effort that they were expecting. And perhaps it was because there was a misalignment on the expectations, or maybe the expectations for the connection were not properly or were not fully communicated. If this is a past person, this person has done an audit, they have reflected on the connection, and they're like, oh yeah, I know what happened in the connection. Like, this is where the breakdown occurred. It's almost like this person has done forensic analysis on this connection, and I don't feel a lot of emotions. What I'm feeling is that this person in the past felt disappointment, and they felt sorrow, and they may have felt hurt by the connection or things that happened in the connection between the two of you. Not saying that anybody's at fault here. I'm reading the energy here. In the past, there may have been pain that both you and this person experience, or they experience, or you experience. The point being that this person has taken inventory, basically, of the situation, and they have looked at it with an objective mind, with this Ace of Swords, and they now have clarity as to where the breakdowns occurred, why things happened the way they happened, and in their mind, they figure like, well, I've made peace with it. if this were to come back around, if this person reached out to me and they wanted to work things out, I know what things would need to change. And I would be very clear with my group number 3 that, hey, I really love you. I really valued what we had. However, if we are to move forward and reconcile, this is where I believe the breakdown occurred for us. And this is the opportunity that I feel we could have if we address these gaps. So this person is taking a very methodical, a very cerebral approach within their feeling space. It's really interesting energy, because I feel that a lot of emotion, but I feel that the emotion is balanced. This person is very level-headed at the time that you're asking about them. They're not upset. They are okay with what happened. If you haven't communicated with them in a while, and if you were to reach out to them, this person would be really respectful, really amicable. They would be very mature about the whole situation. They would be like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Like, it's okay. Like, I understand. Like, things happen, and I'm fine, and we're cool. And they would actually mean it. Like, they're actually okay. With this 4 of Birds is a card of healing, and the Knight of Swords. This person has cleared the energy of anything. If there was any heartbreak associated with this connection, this person is healed. This is what I get from this. This person is healed and ready to go. The fighter. This person is ready to give it a go. And what I mean by that is, if you were to come back, like let's say this is a past connection and you were to come back, they still love you. They still have feelings of love for you. So they'd be willing to give it a go because they were refreshed, they're healed. They've had time to reflect and to rest and to recover. If this is a brand new connection, this person is healed from whatever connections they had in the past, and they're pretty much good to go. And they recognize the things that happened in the past in other connections, and they will ensure that, like, they have a run book now. This is how this person thinks. I feel like this person may have a lot of air energy in them, or at least now at the time you're asking about them, because we can lean into different energies when we need them. But it's almost like this person is taking a very cerebral approach to the relationship or the love connection and saying, okay, here we go. This is a run book. Okay, I see if condition A is met, then these are the steps I will take. If condition B, then I will take these steps. It's a very logical, step-by-step approach that this person has in terms of the connection and how they perceive it and how they would approach it if this connection were to move forward, essentially. So hope this is making sense. I feel a very calm, very balanced, very logical, very level-headed and pragmatic energy coming from this reading. So if you were wondering about someone from your past and you were wondering about whether like they're still upset at you, I would say with 100% confidence that if this is your reading, this person is not in a place of any sort of anger. To the contrary, this person is pretty chill and they would not mind talking to you. Now, would they want to pursue something romantic? I don't see them wanting to pursue something romantic right off the bat. However, I see them being open to the idea with the expectation that there would be a lot of open communication with this Ace of Birds. They would want to have very open communication. They want to have reciprocity. They would want to have mutual understanding with this Lover's card. They would really want you to both come together openly, honestly, and resolve things in order to move together. They would want to have effort made by both of you, and they would want to ensure that the right stories, the right information, the things that are important to be communicated should be communicated. And they would want to be chosen. They would want to feel stable. They would want this entertainer to be a King of Cups. or vice versa, or a king of pentacles or a queen of pentacles, depending on who's in which energy. In other words, this person wants a successful relationship or connection, and they're willing to put in the effort because of experiences they had in the past. So what are this person's thoughts of you then? What does this person think of you right now? We have the Phoenix life map. What they think of you is that you have taught them things, like they have learned from this connection. And if this is a new connection, they think they can learn from this connection. They think they can apply whatever wisdom they gained from other connections into this connection, and come into this connection in the best way that they can come into this connection, learning all the lessons from the past. If it's a past person, they have learned from this connection, and they see it as a destined connection. They see things as like, well, things happen the way they had to happen. Like, this person believes in fate, so they're like, well, it was meant to be. This is what we were meant to go through, and you know, I accept that. And they're in a good place where they now are able to take the lessons and actually think of you as a phoenix, as someone who was a spiritual mentor in some way. You taught this person something about themselves that maybe in the time they were interacting with you, they didn't have full clarity, but now they have full clarity. Now they see the bigger picture, because the Phoenix speaks about oneness. It speaks about spirituality. And I feel that the person that you're asking about, my group number 3, now has the aha moment, like, okay, like, I get it. I get why this happened. This is part of the destiny. It had to unfold this way. But now I know, and I'm grateful for the lesson, or I'm grateful for this experience that I have. I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to love my group number 3. I'm grateful for the fulfillment that my group number 3 brought to my life. Like, that is the energy I get. And if this is a past person, or someone that things didn't get off the ground with this Ace of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, this is someone that's okay, and they are just grateful. If I could sum up the energy here of this person, is that it's better to have loved and lost than to not have loved at all. This person has no regrets. Oh, I just heard the song by Edith Piaf, No Regrets, the French song. It's no regrets. I will have no regrets. So this person has no regrets about what happened. They feel at ease, they feel at peace with this 4 of Swords. If things happen, they feel that it was destined to happen the way it happened. They took the lessons, they're grateful for what happened, and that's how they see you. That's what they think of you. They see you the way God would see you, just as another soul, ascending in their own way and in their own time. So what do they think of you? What else do they think of you right now? What else? The 4 of Embers. Yeah. This person will come back home to you, basically, or they would let you back into the house. If you felt that you were locked out, this person will let you back in now. They're in a place where they are amenable. If there was a breakup, as an example, if you thought things ended in a sour note, this person is absolutely not in that place. If they were in the past, they certainly are not coming across this way to me. And what I'm channeling is that this person says, hey, come on in. Can I offer you some tea? Can I offer you some coffee? Like, it's a very warm, fuzzy, inviting energy. So what this person thinks of you is that they would hang out with you. They would spend time with you. If this is a newer connection, they want to build a foundation with you. They see you as a marriage partner. With this 10 of Cups and this 4 of Wands, if this is a connection that's currently thriving and you're in this connection and you just came to confirm, rest assured that this person really values you, and they want to ensure they provide you with the stability that they believe this connection deserves. They don't want just the Ace of Wands with you. They want the 4 of Wands. They want to celebrate you every day. They think of you in as somebody that they want in their life. they want to build a home with you. If this is a connection you're currently in, or this is a new connection, they see that potential and they want to invest, they want to put in the effort. And they recognize that which patterns would need to shift if they've already seen something, or things of the past. If this is a past connection, as I said, this person would be open, amenable to a reconciliation. However, they would expect that you are not both coming from this place of the Phoenix energy, where you both have learned from this situation and you're ready to approach things differently. So they would be open. Either way, this person is very open to the possibilities for this connection or with you. That's how they see you. They have a very warm and inviting disposition toward you at this time. And one more card for what they think of my group number 3. What does this person think of my group number 3? Aw, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this person sees you as their divine counterpart. Phoenix and the Swan. This is the High Priestess. This is the Hierophant. So this person sees you as their counterpart. And I feel that if this is a past person, with this 5 of Embers, what I heard was, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I feel that this person, if this is a past connection, they still have a little bit of there's still, the spark hasn't died. Let's just put it that way. The spark hasn't died, and it will be very easy for you to reignite it. However, the approach would have to be different. And this person will be very open with you and will communicate very clearly and in a very healthy, healed way. If this is a newer connection, you can already tell this person wants partnership with you. They see you as someone they could have a life with. They can achieve that 10 of Cups with you. So this is very beautiful energy for what they think of you and how they see you, whether or not you're in a connection with this person now. It's really, really beautiful energy. Very calm. I just feel really relaxed, really chill, like no worries, like I'm here if you want to talk, it's cool. Like this person is super grounded. Oh my God, super grounded. Look at that, 4 of Trees. That's another 4. So what are this person's next actions for you? What are this person's next actions for you? We have the 8 of Wands and the Pathfinder. And let's see. Oh, look at that. We had the 6 of Swords, which was important. I felt, oh, and I split the deck to the 6 of Cups. So with the 6 of Swords, it tells me that if there was conflict, this person will want to transition out of it. So they would want to transition out of anything from the past and move into fresh energy, is what I'm getting from that. And the 6 of Cups, if this is someone from the past, they still see you this way. And if this is a new connection, they see you in this 6 of Cups energy, and it's clear from the Phoenix and the Swan. So let's get another card for their next actions. What are their next actions for the 3? We have the 7 of Embers. And the Shapeshifter. So what I get from this energy is that they definitely want to communicate. So the 8 of Embers is the 8 of Wands, which is a card of communication. The Pathfinder is the Page of Pentacles, also a card of communication, but with intention. This person has a goal in mind. This person is intentional. So if this is a past person, know that their next actions toward you are going to depend on whether or not they feel that the goal can be achieved. So this person is not going to bother you. This person is not going to put any energy or effort into anything to do with the connection if it's coming back around in the same way. So just know that this person is open to communicating with you, to collaborating with you. However, if they feel that it's not in alignment with what they now want, because now they have clarity and they know where they are and they are at peace, they will just as easily withdraw or distance themselves. With this 7 of Wands is what I get. And with the Shapeshifter, they're open. They're willing to shape themselves or shift themselves to acquiesce to your request or to adapt to the new situation or the connection. If this is a connection from the past that you're trying to respark or reconcile, this person is with the Shapeshifter. I feel this is Knight of Wands energy, passion, fiery energy, Sagittarius. However, I do feel that with this Knight of Wands, this person feels that they still have the passion, they still have the energy to pour into this connection. However, it'll depend on how, if you can both come to an agreement. And if not, they will just as easily bow out of it. With this Phoenix here as well. And this is, by the way, Taurus energy. We have the High Priestess is Pisces, and we have all the elements here, but we specifically, I can see Sagittarius, I see Cancer, Pisces, I see Gemini, I don't know why I feel Virgo, even though it didn't come out. Why do I feel Virgo? So I'm seeing, you know, Virgo, we have Leo energy, Capricorn. So we have all the elements, essentially. What I'm mostly getting from this is, if this is a new connection, this person will be communicating with you. They will be communicating with you with intention. They have a goal in mind. Their goal is to bring about a stable connection. With the Four of Wands, they see you as someone who they can have a long-term partnership, whatever that looks like for you. And they're willing to protect that with the Seven of Wands. If it's someone from the past or someone that things didn't take off with for whatever reason, this person is open to communicating with you. However, they want to make sure that the communication is intentional, that you're both aligned on what you want together. Otherwise, this person will just as easily bow out, and because they're going to want to protect their peace, what they have established now at this point. However, they're willing to work with you. They're willing to shift things around, move your schedules around, adapt. This person is very open and very amenable to talking with you, to seeing where things can go. So let's get you some advice. For my group number 3, please show us, what is the advice? What advice you have for my group number 3 at this time with regard to this person that they are asking about? What is their advice? What is my group number 3's advice with regard to this person? We have the Commander. I just heard take charge. This is the King of Pentacles. Please show us, what is the advice for my group number 3 with regard to this person that they have on their mind or the situation? I just heard don't miss out on an opportunity. I don't know why. So take control and don't miss out on an opportunity. Advice for my group number 3 when it comes to this person or this situation. What is the advice? The Devil. This is the vessel. This is the vessel. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands with the Veil, which is a star, and the Maze, which is Temperance. So Sagittarius, Aquarius, and the 3 of Trees, which is the 3 of Pentacles in this deck. So what is your advice? If this is a past connection and this is someone that that you had a breakup or a separation or things didn't get off the ground and you're not communicating, as an example, the advice is an invitation to take charge of the situation, to bring stability to the connection. If you see this person as with the star, a wish fulfillment, with the 9 of Cups, a wish fulfillment. If you see them as somebody that can bring you fulfillment, if you care about this person, if you still have feelings for them, then the advice is to reach out, to offer this person stability. And because with the Devil being here, it speaks of unhealthy attachment, unhealthy ties. So given that the energy that I'm feeling from this person is very balanced, very light energy, that your advice is an invitation to match that energy. If you do choose to come towards this person, to leave this behind, to free yourself from this, because this could hold you back from achieving this 9 of Cups. if that's what you want with this person from the past. If this is someone from the past that you're asking about because you're still interested, or you want to reconcile with them, or things never took off and you want to start something up with them, the invitation here is to heal. If there's anything you feel that you need to heal with this veil card here, to basically purify yourself, like with this water purification with water. Maybe that's a way, a modality you can use. But basically what I'm getting from here is that if there's been chaos in the past in this connection, the invitation is to reach out or to establish stability in the connection. If you're still interested in this person, it feels like the action will need to come from you, and not to allow the past or any worries that you have, because the devil also speaks of worries, and we have the devil actually right on top of the 8 of Swords. So if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling worried about this person, and the devil also speaks of fear, so the 8 of Swords, fears, and the devil speaks of fear. So if you're feeling afraid, your fear can actually hinder you from achieving the 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment, and ultimately achieving that 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So if this is someone that you really care about, that you see them as a wish fulfillment, the advice is not to let your fears get in the way of what could be a very meaningful and stable connection with the commander, which is the King of Pentacles. So take control of the situation and allow yourself to heal. Give yourself healing energy. Send this person healing energy. Create a healing space and come at this person from a heart center space and match their energy. So when you come towards them, it's genuine. And because this person is going to feel it. This person is in this Ace of Swords energy. This person has clarity. So if you come towards them and you're in this energy of fear and control and sort of more in your ego, this person is going to sense it, and they're not going to judge you. They're not going to make you feel bad about it, because this person is in a space of understanding that we're all part of the divine consciousness. This person is in this very spiritual energy, very enlightened. So they will sense it, and they may distance themselves. So if you really want a chance with this person, the suggestion is to come towards them in a healed way. Bring that healing energy with you, because I saw the Maze. That is the Temperance card. That is Sagittarius energy, and that's also a card of healing and balance. So the suggestion is to come towards them in a balanced way, not in a way that's confusing or chaotic. Bring clarity to them and assume control, so that they can see that you're coming in a stable energy. Otherwise, this can hinder your ability to fulfill your desires with this individual. And if this is a new connection, the advice is to, it's similar. It's actually, if you're feeling afraid of this connection, if you were worried that this person wasn't serious about you, if you came to this reading wondering, like, does this person care about me? What's going on? And you kind of aren't sure, and this is a newer connection, the advice is similar, to leave your worries. Like, the invitation is to placate your worries and your concerns. This person has clarity. They really like you. They see the potential, and so it'll be important for you to recognize that this person sees you as a wish fulfillment, and accept that about yourself. See yourself as worthy of this beautiful connection that this person is offering you, because it is a very balanced healing energy. And so maybe you're not feeling up to task, or maybe you're feeling that it's too good to be true, or does this person really like me? Do I deserve to be treated this way? Or I don't know, every situation is different, but what I'm seeing here is this could be a wish fulfillment for you. And so if you stabilize your energy, if you allow those fears to be purified, you will now be in this King of Pentacles energy, more stable, coming out of the water here after being purified. And now you will be able to have that wish fulfillment that you want with this person. Because it seems to me like if you're coming to this reading, you see this person as a wish fulfillment, and your fears may be hindering you from actually grounding this connection or stabilizing it in some way. And that goes for those of you that this is also a past person. You may be actually letting your fears hold you back from reaching out, as an example, from communicating that you actually still care about this person. So the advice is, don't let your fear control you. Essentially, go after your Knight of Cups, go after your group number, the person on your mind, my group number 3, because you'll be surprised. It may not be as bad as you think it's going to be. This person is in a beautiful energy at this time. So my group number 3, that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and post a comment for me. I love all those things, and I hope to see you in my next reading.